drive at the 24-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. The man under center leading them, now 40 years of age in his 18th year out of Michigan, the great Tom Brady.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Julian Edelman, his numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 88 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Brady now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Probably mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Newton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
We all know it takes excellent players in order to have a great team in the NFL. But in New England, there's a system and there's a belief on how they do things on offense. And for them, the word is balance. And that is hard to do in today's NFL. They don't lean on the run or lean on the pass week in and week out. They just game plan for where they think the defense is going to be weak and tune that up for each and every game.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Newton on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's caught by the rookie, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey,
touchdown, Carolina! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't called before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 61 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a Lewis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns. And after Martin, man, you know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. To throw on second down is Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers from last week for Benjamin. 4 catches, 86 yards. This is Coleman.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
The numbers for Coleman last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because He and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Newton now on second down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call him the passing backs. They get him the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On play action, now Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Newton now to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a first down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Newton. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Dancing to his left. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense gets a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Kelly to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. Kelly. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Panthers just want to come out after the half and...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Coleman. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Coleman. Powerful running. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kelly now from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. He'll buy some time right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They try again with Lewis. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Kelly being chased out left. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. around the NFL, leading in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game. On first down, Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Kelly, going to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw, Kelly, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Kelly to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Again, it's Lewis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And some room to maneuver. Finding some room at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On second down, Kelly. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This is Lewis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brady to his new signee, Cooks, and the Patriots able to convert on 3rd down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Time for a break. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots